with Destiny, he's also talking his book, because in Destiny's book is, I let my girlfriend have sex with other men because he's bisexual, right? So he's talking his book. And the thing is, I'm also aware, I'm from Dallas. I'm a heterosexual man from Dallas who played high school football and then joined the U.S. military. I like chicken fried steak, and I think the Longhorns are the greatest fucking football team in the world. Like, I know.
Go Michigan.
but we guys, you understand we're biased.
Yeah.
Like, if I were to ask you guys, what's the best country in the world? Like, you guys, of course, you're going to say the United States of America. Who's got the best military in the world? We are biased in certain ways, and we all talk our book. So our disagreements with Destiny all ended up coming down to, he believes that the way men have sex with lots of women is just by going out and trying to have sex with lots of women. And our argument is the way that men have sex with lots of attractive women is by frame, money, muscles, game, frame, looks, money, status, whatever those alpha qualities are. But it got so to the point with him, he denied that these alpha qualities even existed. Now, Kate, you saw that picture of Destiny earlier.
He's not going to,
right? But Destiny,
he's going to get the leftovers,
right? But Destiny bangs a lot of girls. But why does he bang a lot of girls? Because he's fucking famous and he's rich.
Status.
Money.
Like the biggest.
He's got two of the three in the trifecta.
But if he wasn't, he doesn't have the arrows in the quiver.
Exactly.
To do what he needs to do.
The biggest argument against Destiny's position is Destiny. Do you guys see it?
Right.
It's like the biggest piece of evidence against Destiny's position is literally his own existence. That's the problem, right? So, like, he even says, yes, because I got more famous. Like, I would say that if Destiny were a plumber, he probably wouldn't be dating a Swedish model that looks
Not
like
a
the
chance.
one that he has.
I'll tell you, it's funny. It's like people want to say, "Oh, Rollo, you were hiding behind Michael Sartain the whole time when you were debating Destiny." I'm like, "Well, first, have you listened to this guy and how much he's talked like pretty much this whole time?"
It's my fault.
First of all, that's number one. Number two is like by the end of that debate, which is not like we can get into the topic of debates, but it's not debate. It's just like this back and forth of here. It's dueling research is what it ends up being. And I will tell you, this is just more to your point. There is like, by the end of that debate, he was pretty much making our points for us, and we're like, "Welcome to the red pill."
He was like,
Welcome
hey,
to
you know what?
side.
If you hang out with a bunch of hot girls, then other hot girls see that you're with those hot girls, and then they want to have sex with you. And I was like,
that was the first thing I figured out.
I was like, bro, should I get you a promo code?
The first thing, yeah.
All you got to do is look at all the leaked pictures from Leafy right now, and you'll understand exactly why he falls right into that right now.
That's the first thing I learned, right? Why are these girls attracted to me when I show up at the club when I was younger with a hot chick?
Yeah.
And then when I'm with a group of guys, I'm like kryptonite. I figured the game out when I was younger, and these guys came to me.
Too
And
much sausage.
They're like, what do you do? How do you do this? It's like, well, first of all, I don't give them that much attention.
Yeah.
Because that's their number one.
It's a drug.
Number one drug.
It's
and
a
the
drug.
second thing is I would, beautiful women show up with, hey, let's go. And they're like, oh, I want what I can't have. What is he doing? Why are they with him? They're like, and so...
They change the narrative. Like Destiny will change the narrative. Sneaka will change the narrative. Whatever is expedient for them at that particular time. Like right now, there's like this leak of pictures of his wife before they even got together when she was in OnlyFans. I'm not saying go out there and look for it, but whatever. There are shots of Destiny with his O's, right? And I'm just like, you're essentially proving the point of the only super chat you've ever chatted in when we were on whatever podcast. You're basically proving, like you said, Destiny is his own. He's his own.
He is literally the
self-perpetuating.
The worst piece of evidence for Destiny's narrative is.
And by the
Destiny.
way, I saw the pictures of him with the two chicks. I'm like,
exactly, bro. Exactly.
Man.
But the thing is, he's not doing that without status, which is literally the alpha traits that he's
doesn't have the
arguing
skill
against.
to do it.
But he's got the art. But to be fair, he's a very charismatic guy. The thing with Destiny is, like, literally, he's arguing against the existence of alpha traits that he's literally using to pull threesomes. Like, that's the part that just is a mind meld.
He doesn't like looking at guys who look like us, who are like the guys that remind him of the jocks that gave him nuclear wedgies in the locker room in high school.
Yeah,
Right. No, you're not.
I think it's partly that, but it's also partly he's still banging the chicks that those guys were banging. And from his standpoint is like, again, talking your book. Destiny looks like, again, I'm not saying he's not a bad looking guy. He's just not super tall or muscular and he has blue hair. In his situation, Destiny looks at him and he's like, I remember Chad from my high school and now I'm banging girls as hot as Chad. Therefore, that disproves that all alpha qualities exist, except he's forgetting the fact that he is charismatic, he's highly intelligent, he's rich, and he's fucking famous. And here's the other thing. How did he meet that girl that he's married to? Do you remember?
The Swedish girl?
He stole her on a fucking stream. He stole her. He literally swung his dick and fame slapped her in order to get him to get the two to date. It's so, like, again, I like Destiny a lot. I would love to do
I like him a lot better after the leaks, by the way. I think good
me
job.
Too. I like Destiny a lot. But the number one thing that disproves Destiny's narrative is Destiny. That's the issue.
He exposes himself.
Yes. And again, I'm not calling him a hypocrite, but it's like it's trying to explain to a fish what water is. He's not aware. He's just swimming in the vacuum.
Well, if you remember the one super chat he threw in $100.
Yes, this was on whatever podcast.
Yeah, and he was saying, like, this will never work with any sane woman.
And he's literally doing it.
And it's essentially like doing like especially the leaks, especially like now I kind of go, okay, now I get it. But like at the time, he's like calling you out for like, oh no sane woman would ever align himself with what you're doing. And so, Kylie's sitting right next to you there. And I'm looking at this, I'm thinking about this, and I'm watching the leaked pictures. I'm going, that's you. This is you right here,
you sleep with other women. You sleep with other women.
You paid $100 for
like,
this?
You understand?
I could have done it for free.
We're like complimenting you. You're banging hot chicks, explaining that no sane woman would allow you to bang hot chicks.
Namaste.
You are literally you are exhibit A to disprove your own theory.
Class dismissed.
And by the way, it's awesome.
Yeah, no, dude, we awesome, great job. Like, except for my homies fucking my wife, except for that part, like he's got a pretty good gig, bro. You get to do streaming and just talk and express yourself all day, and these people like love you and give you a fuck ton of money. That's awesome, bro. You know
how we can improve his brand though? We can get him on TRT. We can get him in the gym. He'd fucking be unstoppable.
Could you imagine, bro? But
maybe dye the hair.
But the problem is, it would further disprove his own narrative. That's why he's not going to do it.